Thank you. You're making me nervous. It's enough. I appreciate that. Welcome to Home Team. I'm your host, Terry Bradshaw. You guys, you know, I've been watching a lot of network television shows, and I'm so impressed to see how many great women are on TV today. Sybil Shepherd, Kirstie Alley, Fran Drescher, they're all playing really strong women, which is great. We've got a woman here with us today who probably played the strongest woman ever on TV. That's right, we've got the Bionic Woman. Lindsay Wagner is with us today. Then a little later, Wiley from the critically acclaimed show Picket Fences will dazzle us with some of his expert dancing moves. You guys crack me up. My first guest blew the rock world away with her sexy bad girl persona and her opera-trained voice. She says that those wild and woolly rock tours are a thing of the past. For her, going on the road these days is like going on tour with the Partridge Family. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the brilliant Pat Benatar. Have a seat. That's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
It's a little, you know, I don't know if you, do you ever get used to people feeling, it makes you feel good though.
It's great.
I appreciate what you did. Now, as you heard when I was talking about you, you said going on the tour these days is like going on the road with the Partridge Family. What did you mean by that?
We have two daughters, one is going to be 13 and one is 3.5, and we take them with us on the road, so the whole priority and the perspective of touring now changes because they're the boss.
They are the boss? Do they get into the singing? I mean, do they say, Mommy, I don't think you hit the right chord on...
Yeah, the big one especially, she mostly spends the day rolling her eyes and going, oh, God.
Now, kids do that, because I have a 10-year-old that goes, oh, gee.
I know, they're humiliated, and they can't believe you do this in front of everyone.
You know what I found out, Pat? I went in 1 week, when my daughter went from 9 to 10, I went from daddy to dad.
I know, it's bad.
Dad. Now,
Dad.
One of the great things about life and entertainment, people in general, Pat, is the fact that as we move on in our careers and in our lives, our looks change. And we have a clip, I believe, here of your wilder days. Let's just...
It's going to be scary.
Now,
see, at my age, gravity is setting now. You can't do that anymore.
You couldn't do that right now, you don't think?
Oh, I don't think so.
Now, what is... By the way, that is outstanding.
Oh.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know if outstanding is the word I would use, but
What does your oldest daughter think about that?
oh, well, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, that she's like, just, did everyone see you wear that? I said, yeah, pretty much everybody. You know, that kind of thing, so.
I mean, so you have to explain to her, something, honey, this is how Mommy was 10, 15 years.
Right.
And this is, Mommy has now grown up.
Right. So no matter what you do, you're still Mom, and that's pretty much it. So.
One of the really fascinating stories behind success of people, Pat Benatar, truly a great, great success story, is always there's somebody that's kind of been there too to kind of help you. Your husband now, Neil, he has played an important role. How did Neil and you originally meet?
When I first signed to my record contract, I wanted to get a band together that would be like Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, a partnership kind of thing, not that I was out front and I just had a nondescript band behind me. I wanted to partner on stage, somebody who would, you know, be out front with me, and, you know, like Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, that kind of thing. So when I spoke to the producer who was doing part of the record, the first record, he said, I've got this 22-year-old guitar player out of Rick Derringer's band. He's really great looking. He plays amazing. You're going to love this guy.
He threw in the great looking part.
Oh, yeah.
He's really great looking. Pat, did you hear me? He's great looking. Did I say he could play the guitar?
That's what I said.
But that's what you were looking for. You wanted someone basically to lead the band.
Absolutely, yes. And so, you know, I wonder, we wrote together. We did everything. We put the band together right from the start.
Now, we hear this so many people say this when they meet their loved ones. They say, "Love at first sight." Was it love at first sight for you?
It was a brick in the head. You never knew
That's definitely, that brick in the head is love at first sight.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you saw this man, I mean, birds were singing and the oceans were waving.
all that stuff. Yeah, it was great.
He said, "Oh my God! And what'd you do to get his attention? I mean, how do you be cool and not? How do you be cool and get him hooked?"
I don't know. He lies and says it was the same way for him at first too, but he lies. But it kind of happened later. So
you asked him?
Yeah.
Honey, was it love first? And he says,
"Oh yes, great, good answer, but a lie."
Well, he's alive and he's well. Would you bring your lovely husband out here?
Yes, my husband Neil Giraldo.
Neil Giraldo. Neil, how you doing there?
How you guys doing?
Did we interrupt you getting dressed here, man?
Oh, no problem. I look like a plumber. It's so cold in here, I had to get a shirt from wardrobe, and they gave me the plumber shirt.
Honey, you can fix my pipes anytime.
Whoa! All right, now we kind of got Pat's side of this love story here. We're going to get into the music, but what's your side? What's your side of the story of meeting Pat?
No,
You mean me, the brickhead?
Because I know this is probably
the brickhead.
the truth.
brick in the head, me.
Oh, I know, I understand. You know, I'm not going to win no matter what I say, so everything she said was absolutely the truth.
No,
That's why it works.
you have to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, absolutely. The funny story was when we first got together, the A&R guy for the record company, when he brought me to meet the wife, he actually picked her up and put me in my arms, put her in my arms. I'm sitting there, just drops her right in there. I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "This is great." So that's how it happened, so I don't know.
who said I love you first?
I don't know. That's a long time ago. It's a long time ago. I don't know.
Yeah, we try to do it every day of our lives now. That's the most important thing. See,
And
that's
that works. That's good. Yeah. Is it? Do you annoy one another? You're touring together. You're together all the time. You've been together over 20 years. Have two precious kids. I mean, working together and being a wife and husband. Is there an annoyance here?
Are you kidding? I am extremely annoying to my wife.
Oh,
no
you
question.
are not.
Oh, absolutely.
He's real nice. I'm the one.
That's
It's
not
me.
true. Don't believe a thing.
Now, see, this is true.
No, you don't believe her.
He
Don't believe
said
her
he is. She says, no, he isn't. I am. He goes, oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes, I am. So, that's okay. All right. We have so many wonderful things. Who is the instigator? Because I know that when you're at home and you want to take a break and you're downstairs and cooking breakfast for your children, you want to get away from music. What happens?
He comes in at 6:45. See, the one thing about when you're like married and you're all, you live together and everything is, you have to kind of grab moments when you can write and things because you have kids and stuff. It's not about, focus is like very difficult to have. So, he comes in at 6:45 in the morning and I'm like, I got one eye open and I haven't had any coffee.
Do you have that nightgown
and I'm like
on that
this,
cup?
back up, bud. He's there. He wants to work on a chorus and I'm like, don't even come by.
See, that's when I become the annoying part. Yeah, that's
I knew
true.
there had
That's
to be
true.
some of that in there.
Yeah.
All right, Pat and Neil will sing for us. I love that later on in the show, but up next, a side of
Life is sweet, life is sweet, sweet as strawberry wine.
All right, welcome back. We're back with four-time Grammy Award winner Pat Benatar and her husband Neil Giraldo. Pat has 6 platinum, 4 gold records, and she is going to do a song from her latest CD entitled Enamorada. Is that correct? Name of the song, Pat?
Papa's Roses.
Papa's Roses. Pat Benatar.
face this morning, and it was so fresh, it looked like it was crying. I thought how sad to be so beautiful, only to wither and die. Like Papa's roses, soft and pale, like petals thrown in the dirt. Only silence is spoken here, all that grows here is hurt. And Papa's roses, Papa wasn't really a hardened man. He could be tender at times. I remember it was like a holiday when he was gentle and kind. He gave those flowers his heart and soul. I wish he'd saved some for me. It would have been such a simple thing for me to be. Like Papa's roses, soft and pale, like petals thrown in the dirt. Only silence is spoken here, all that grows here is hurt. Like Papa's roses, soft and pale, like petals thrown in the dirt. Only silence is spoken here, all that grows here is hurt. And Papa's roses, Papa's roses, Papa's roses.
BENATAR. If you would like to find out where Pat BENATAR will be performing, you can check it on her website. It's www.benatar.com.